turbo diesel Cub Cadet lawn tractor, or actually garden tractor to be exact, since it has 4-lug rear wheels and tires. Just picked this up today off of Facebook Marketplace. I asked them if they would deliver it. They did, and I gave them their asking price. It's got a Yanmar diesel engine out of a generator, probably similar to the generator I just recently got finished working on. It's got a mini turbo right there. I think it could use a muffler. That's probably an understatement. It is loud, but it's not a terrible loud. Also, it does need an air intake as well. There is no air filter on it currently, and for me that's no bueno. I definitely do want an air filter. They said they never had issues not running an air filter, but I definitely do want to run an air filter on this, especially where I currently live. The road is under construction. I definitely don't want this engine sucking up any dirt or anything. There's no air filter in here either. So here it is. Definitely looks like a stock Cub Cadet from the outside, the way they all pretty much look, until you lift the hood. It was a Kohler V-twin tractor. This was a kid's project. Basically, he's moving on to other projects, so this one he ends up selling. I originally wanted to try and trade one of my generators for this, plus some cash, but they didn't really have any use for generators. Oh, it does have a muffler. There is a muffler right there. So, it looks like it possibly has a resonator right there as well. So it does have a muffler, which is good. So that's not too big of a deal. Mainly I worry about the actual air intake and get that taken care of. The plan with this here is to put my Johnny Bucket front end loader on this. I have it currently mounted on a gas machine, but being on a gas machine, I don't use it very often. The gas ends up going stale. Having it on this machine here would be a much better solution to worrying about failing gas. So, being diesel has such a long shelf life, and we shouldn't have any issues when I want to use it, or if I want to rip around on the machine. It's pretty well good to go as soon as I get an air intake. So, hours on the actual tractor, 329-ish. Don't think that's hooked up. No, it's not. So, the machine has a little over 300 hours on it, which isn't bad. These machines actually last pretty darn good. See if the dipstick. Yep. There is clean oil in the rear end, which is good. That's the main thing. It already has a trailer hitch, which is good. The rear tail lights work. The headlights work. It has a grid heater, no glow plug. Nice thing is the front end is actually complete on this, unlike the other Cub Cadet that's going electric. So it is nice that this one is complete and really put together very nicely. Got a cup holder, which is always good. The brakes work, the brake lock works, cruise control works. So yeah, we're pretty much golden on this machine here. So it's definitely a good for what I want to use it for. Being a former generator engine, it does have a stubby crankshaft on the front. He said they cut it off and they ground it smooth so they could have a pulley on there. He originally had this engine in a different machine. They're running a pulley off of that. So if you really had to run on a secondary alternator, you could run it off of there. But for what I'm using this for, the internal alternator should be fine to run this machine. So I don't see any issues with that. But other than needing an air filter and needing maybe the oil changed in the engine, probably the filter as well, wouldn't be a bad idea. It's pretty well good to go. I can get my Johnny Bucket frame taken off of the machine it's currently on, get it slid into here, get it drilled, bolted in place. Probably have to make up a couple templates, and we'll go from there. So anyways, that's pretty much it. He did have an electric shut-off on this at one time, but it wasn't very good, so it uses the throttle to shut it off, drop the throttle all the way down, shuts it off, all the way up, starts it. Not a big deal. So, and obviously, key start, it is using a modded key, which I don't mind that either. So, electric fuel pump, throttle up. Not bad at all. So, for what I paid for it, not bad at all. So I'll talk to them later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please subscribe and comment.